Gender-based violence (GBV) remains high in Uganda despite presence of laws to protect survivors and victims. 2016 Uganda Demographic and Health Survey show that up to 22% of women aged 15 to 49 have experienced some form of sexual violence. While women and girls are the main victims of GBV, it is also harmful to homes and communities. The harm is physical, sexual, psychological, and economic in nature. It is believed that the vicious cycle of violence is largely caused by overdependence on strained poor spouses. It is this link between poverty and gender-based violence that ActionAid Uganda believes needs redress. Along this line, ActionAid in 2018 piloted Women Economic Empowerment Model in Mubende. This initiative was under Uganda's response to gender equality program SURGE with funding from DFID. The plan is to rally women to start income-generating activities and live a life free from violence and ultimately achieve gender equality. In 2018, ActionAid Uganda launched the Women Economic Empowerment Initiative in Mubende's sub-counties of Myanzi, Butologo and Bageza.
The purpose of the Women Economic Empowerment project was to empower women to get out, to break the cycle of poverty and also to break the cycle of dependency, for them to then know that even as a single mother, you can still come up with enterprises and support your family and your children and see them through a better education. Even as a married woman, you need also to still support your husband and reduce the burden on one party in the home. Even as a teenage mother, there is still a second chance for you to educate your child and also to better yourself as a woman. And even as a widow, you can still survive and also make life beautiful for yourself and make life possible for your children as well.
So far, 158 members are on board and have been assisted to engage in various enterprises ranging from beekeeping, Irish potato farming, maize farming, piggery farming, tents and chairs for hire, confectionery, and cookery. The members are organized in groups comprised of survivors of GBV, widows, the disabled, the youth, and women living with HIV. We Initiative also courts men to support women economic enterprises.
I actually want to thank ActionAid and the We Project for the initiative. Maybe we wouldn't have been able to identify these women, but because they were able to identify them, to build their capacity in trying to fight gender-based violence, and then linking them to us as a production department, it has taken us a step further because they're able to mobilize resources on their own, they're able to do their own their own projects, to manage them with some support from the project, and I think this is a very good lesson that we should actually move forward with.
Bageza sub-county is the home to Gayaza Friends Group. It is hardly 2 years ago when this group was mobilized and opted to take on beekeeping. Today, members are carrying out yet another honey harvest. Their hard work, patience and unity is bringing forth results and the money they previously lacked. This is part of the seed ActionAid is planting to see such ladies succeed. Lessons to care for the bees are strictly followed. Today, they are busy preparing to plant more sunflower plants to offer their bees a source of food. With more flowers, the women hope to double their honey yields. The women's success is fast becoming village talk.
Kati enjuki wetutuuse kati enjuki zaffe mweziri emizinga giri mizinga 12 naye kati tutandise n'okukola ki n'okuwakula akisambu gyendabirako tutandise okuwakula kati awo nyebaza ActionAid yebale kutusomesa ne tusobola okuba nga tugenda okuvaayo kati era tugire kuvaayo.
Abakyala maka gaabwe embeera ekyuseeko batandise okukolaga bulungi ne baami baabwe batandise okuweerera abaana baabwe. Kuba tulina ssente gw'omwami nga n'omukyala aleeta ssente kakola ki ng'ayamba ku mwana oba ng'ayamba ku kizibu ekyetaagisa awaka kati ntulaba nti ActionAid kyekitukoledde etuyambye nnyo ffe ng'abaami.
Maize farming. The idea of earning millions of shillings was a far-fetched dream for Kalagala women group members in Bageza Mubende district. Today, they are expecting 4 million shillings from this 4-acre maize plantation. When they hatched the idea, Action Aid through the We initiative helped them with the training and offered them farm input and tips on post-harvest and marketing. The demand for their maize is guaranteed, as ready buyers are always on standby. The first season saw them bag 6 million shillings. Their growing success has also attracted their husbands, who often lend a hand.
Kati bwe twatandika okukola abaami baffe nga baraba tutaddemu amaanyi awo ne basanyuka obutabanguko ne budda bbali ne bamanya bano abakyala bafunyeemu okuwabulwa era kati abaami baffe batweyimirizaamu nnyo.
Mu kusooka era lisimanye nti omukyala yandisaanye abeere ng'alina ekiki ku bubwe. Naye kati actually byaja ne tuyigiriza n'ekimanyi nti omukyala naye asobola okubeera ng'alina ekikye kubanga nali manyi nti omusajja alina obuyinza yekka. So n'ensonga eyo ne baza Action Aid nti abakyala twagala kubeera nga tugamba nti abakyala bakole. Naye kati Action Aid bwe yajja ne tuyigiriza nti omukyala alina okubeera ng'akola era n'eraba nti omukyala kyanyambako omukyala bwe yatandika okukola responsibility.
The choice of business by women is based on the comparative advantage their village offers. In Mugongulu, these women under Twegate Women's Group selected chairs and tents for hire as a business. Following easing of the COVID-19 restrictions recently, they are washing their assets in preparation to step back in business. They are the only ones with chairs and tent hiring business in the sub-county.
Tent eno n'obutebe twabifuna okuva mu Action Aid Mubende awamu ne UKAID batuyamba nnyo kubanga batugyeyo okuva wansi abakyala bavuddeyo kakati abakyala bamaanyi bakola emirimu gyabwe bayingiza ssente baali bubi nnyo tebakyalina nnaku obutabanguko bwali bungi mu maka naye obutabanguko bwaggwawo ate ekirala twalabanga obwavu mu maka bwe businze okuleeta obutabanguko kakati omukyala bw'aba ayingiza nga n'omwami ayingiza mubaako ekyawamu kye mukola.
And it is the only project which I have in the whole of parish, meaning every party, every occasion, they have to earn something. So I have to thank that program for empowering the women. For sure they have changed, they have uplifted, even it has helped those family members even to educate their children.
Here in Rubumba, Myanzi, Winners Development Group members say they are on track to kick out poverty and misery in their homes. Their pigs eat all the time and the women are happy to offer food and water.
Ngazibadde zizadde tujja kweyongerako n'ebiyumba tubiyongereko ate twongere okweyagala kubanga bwe zinaazaala tujja kwongera tukulaakulana n'okweyongerayo n'okutunda ate tufune kye twagala ekisingawo.
Some months back, Action Aid helped them with 15 piglets and now they have matured. It is this lot that they intend to sell and share profits before expanding the shelter and later buy more piglets to double their current investment. To get this far, the women took piggery lessons and now they are hopeful of a bright future.
Nga bwondaba ayingira mu kibiina nga nze ndi namwandu bange yafanga sina kenina ayingira atenga simanyi na kulunda kale nendaba nti ekibiina kikoze eki kinyambye abantu 12 netubanga kinyambye kati buli kimu kyonna nkimanyi nange nsobola okufuna nzekka nga nzekka.
Mwalimu emisomo gy'ebyokwekulakulanya, mubaddemu emisomo gy'okutuyigiriza engeri y'ennunda, mubaddemu emisomo gy'obutabanguko bw'amaka. Ebyo byonna bwe tumaze okubiyigako obutabanguko mu maka buweddewo ebyenfuna bisitusa okusinziira ku bwe byali n'okwetya kutuweddemu kubanga tufunye zi bizinesi.
we've appreciated that even those you would think are vulnerable women can actually do a lot for themselves once they have the right tools, once you're able to give them the right messages. And on this note, I actually want to thank ActionAid.
Even deep inside Mubende's Myanzi, group investments are changing the economic plight of vulnerable women. Besides uniting to face challenges of GBV, this group chose confectionery as a business to ease their economic plight. Today, they are commercial pastry producers and suppliers in nearby trading centers. With capital and training from ActionAid, these women have been able to make different confectionaries they sell, save, and reinvest.
Twebaza ActionAid olw'otuteekamu ssente ng'abakyala, tukoze ssente, tufuna ssente ne tugabana ng'abakyala. Mu nsawo kati ze tuyinayo emitwalo 35.
Their success also attracted other spouses. Today, their husbands are now supportive and transformed ambassadors of peace and women's rights.
Omwami wange yali wampaka, buli ky'omugamba takkiriza.
Mukyala wange ono kwegamba waliwo ekizibu nga engeri bya ssente bino bireeta obuzibuzibu ng'alowooza nti abakyala bennyini eyo bazimalawo ate nga nange sizifunye. Kakati mu bufunze bw'amala okuleeta omusomo guno, tumala okusoma omusomo guno gumaze okujja, ne batubuulira omuntu obeera otya mu bwavu, obwesibako otya, ye amaka osobola otya okugakuuma ng'oli mu mbeera eyo bwetyo. N'agamba nti ekikulu kukkaanya namuki na muntu wo.
Their groups also encourage members to engage in other income-generating activities like handcrafts, which they collectively market and sell.
When a woman earns something, definitely she will not wait for the man to come and, let's say, for example, buy sauce, buy books for the children. That woman is already empowered. She earns something. She will be able to cater for those things. When the man comes, definitely he will be adding on what the woman has already put on the table, which has really helped so much to reduce the violence in the family and in the communities.
To further empower women within their settings, ActionAid's We initiative brought international skills to villages. Here in Karama, Butologo, deep in Mubende, this women's group is always at hand to offer modern cuisine using available means of energy food supplies. When it comes to offering catering services at functions in the sub-county, this women's group has no competition. They owe their modern cooking skills to ActionAid's training sessions, seed capital, and cooking utensils.
Tufumba ne tufuna emikolo ne tufumba naye sente zenfunamu nazongera mu bizinesi ninawo n'embuzi.
Whenever the group offers a service, they save 100,000 shillings and share the rest. It is this income, they say, has eased pressure off their husbands.
When the search project started, the cases were really high. But as the years have gone by, the cases have been reducing. And even you have one-on-one conversations with people in villages, they will tell you, ActionAid, you've really helped us. Back in the day, people didn't know what to do. They didn't know where to even report cases of violence. They didn't know even which was violence. They didn't know things as early marriages for the children was actually a case to answer.
Obutabanguko bwakenderera ddala ssebo obaka ngambe mu gurupu yaffe bwaggwawo. Kubanga abaami baffe bennyini beebaza bwebaza era yakukubiriza nti olwaleero kibiina.
ActionAid's business trainings are geared towards remaining women that they can be financially stable once they apply their full potential. Today, Judith Bashabome is a leading designer in garment design in Bugomba, Butologo in Mubende. Although she had previous knowledge in tailoring, she hardly practiced the trade. She took on small-scale farming that did not uplift her from poverty. Her frustrations and overdependence on the man often led to fights.
Enda kusima Action Aid ahabwokuba henyihire nihare enkolire bikuru yantwara omu maisho ahabwokwa nkanta ari kumanya nyonko omukazi nimbasa kwebasiza konkati nimbasima ntine bukomo na bugarukiro batukolire kyamaani baturundarunda ahabwokuba bamwe niwo nkanyi hati kuri ntakiri mu maka konka Action Aid kije omurundi gumwe yareta omushomo muri Bugomba kuyagutiremu batubuze bituremererire ninye nabiremba namba yo kubanza ahabwokuba nyonka ndemerigwe ntigo kubaruka.
Besides mediations that addressed her violent relationship, Action Aid also trained her and other group members in better farming practices and business. After training, she picked the idea of tailoring. It has been one of the key missing services in the entire Bugomba village.
Niwe nzahwire ahabwokuba school fees nkanzitega hamushisha hano nyine habana bana umunsomo nyine abana mukaga konka bona ninye ndi kubareberera umushija tampire na shilingi 10 sente ziri ku rugaki umushaho yanje ahabwo ku Action Aid ekangeze secho gukora mweba.
Judith's group member and neighbor took on poultry. Like Judith, Nabacha was also wallowing in poverty. Whenever she asked for household needs, her husband's response was beatings. It is not until Action Aid's counseling and training that Nabacha realized she could change the course of her life for better. 2 years ago, she served and bought chicks. Today, she's a local chicken breeder and often sells off mature cocks and reinvests.
Enkoko zange ezo zinyambi kubanga bwezikula nga ntundako nempererako abaana school fees nemmere ewaka ngula n'okwambala abaana mbambaza ebyo byonna bivudde mu nkoko ezo.
Hafsa practices the lessons learned to the letter. This has seen her birds grow healthy.
Bwe mbaako gye ntunze era nfunayo endala gye ngula nga nto kasente akalala ne nkakozesa. Enkoko ezo zinyambidde ddala kubanga era endwadde bwe zibeeramu nzimanya ne nzijjamu.
The project also looked out for women living with disabilities. The aim was to also empower and engage them to work alongside other group members. Nabawanuka Sitenda was born with disabilities. Although she has speech impairment and both legs are paralyzed, she's able to weave baskets. Sitenda is putting her skills to good use. Other women in Kisagazi Twezimbe group help in the selling of her handcrafts. Today, other group members are preparing potato seeds for the upcoming season. Their previous yields have offered them hope that once united, they can